What's up, everybody? On this video, I will be providing you with my tips, what I believe is the most important tips that everybody should know before trying to sell precious metals. Maybe these are your precious metals, or maybe these are precious metals that a close friend or a relative is asking for your assistance. Maybe this assistance is just asking you how to sell, or maybe they're asking you to sell these precious metals for them. Maybe you are in the need of selling some of your precious metals, possibly for a vehicle repair or a repair to your home that you don't have the cash for and need to sell in an emergency situation, or possibly, hopefully not, but maybe due to job loss. On this video, I will also be sharing with you a time when I sold some precious metals for a relative. And this was before I started this YouTube channel. This was way before I started this YouTube channel. And when I first really started to get my feet wet in buying silver and buying coins. This is all information that I wish I would have known, and steps that I wish I would have taken before I sold this family member's coins. Now, this family member is my grandmother. Now, she has since passed. My grandmother and grandfather both have passed, and the coins originally were owned by my grandmother's sister, which would have been my great aunt. Now, my great aunt, or my grandmother's sister, back in the 1960s, worked at a retail store. And this was during a time when she knew that silver was being taken out of our circulating coinage. Back in 1964, that was the last time, with a few exceptions, that was the last time that our circulating coinage, otherwise known as junk silver, constitutional silver, was produced in 90% silver. In 1965, starting in 1965, most of our coinage no longer was made out of silver or 90% silver, with the exception of Kennedy half dollars that was produced out of 40% silver from 1965 through 1969. So my grandmother's sister knew about the value in silver and the value of constitutional silver, and the fact that our coinage was no longer going to be produced out of silver, 90% silver, or otherwise. So in 1965, 1966, 67, however long she was working at this store for, she wanted to exchange her clad coins for as much silver coins as she could get her hand on, and that's exactly what she did. When she finally passed, then my grandmother or grandparents, they inherited her coin collection, everything that she had hoarded, everything that she had exchanged, all the silver she accumulated while working at this store. Back in about 2008, 2009, when I first started really getting into just getting my feet wet in buying silver, precious metals, buying coins. Now, I didn't really start getting into it heavy until 2015, 2016. However, I was just getting my feet wet, and my grandmother knew this. I was asking her a bunch of questions, sharing information with her about coins. So she knew this, and she also knew that she wanted to sell this big coin collection. I don't exactly know why she wanted to sell this coin collection. My opinion is she was probably preparing for her passing, and her and my grandfather's passing, and didn't want a bunch of people fighting over this. So she just wanted to get rid of that coin collection. Maybe she had things of her own that she wanted to pay off. But she asked, "Do you know how to sell? Would you be able to take this coin collection and sell it for me?" And of course I did. However, this has been on my mind for the last several months, actually much longer than that, probably the last couple of years. And the question that I have keeps coming up did I do the right thing? There's a lot of information that I know now that I didn't know then. So if I could go back, what I would do differently, I'm going to share that with you on this video. Please consider hitting that thumbs up button on the video and let me know your thoughts, your opinions in that comment section below. But first, what was in this large coin collection? Well, there was no Morgan silver dollars, there was no Peace silver dollars, but there was a lot. And when I say a lot, right around, I can't remember exactly how much there was, but there was about $400 or $500 in face value, including Walking Liberty half dollars, Standing Liberty quarters, Washington silver quarters, Roosevelt dimes, Mercury dimes, a lot of what you see on this video today, and of course also Franklin half dollars. The first thing that I wish I would have known about back then when I sold this coin collection is numismatics, to look for key dates, to look for conditional rarities. Those are a couple of big things that I wish I would have known back then when I was trying to sell, and did sell, by the way, this coin collection. Now, I do want to add that back then I just did not have the funds myself to purchase this coin collection. I so wish I did, but there was a lot of it, and back then I did not have the available funds for myself to purchase this coin collection, because if I did, I would have that coin collection absolutely today, but I didn't. I really wish that I did, but I didn't know anything about numismatics. I didn't know anything about looking for key dates. I didn't know very much about conditional rarities or absolute rarities. The only thing that I knew back then was there was 90% silver, junk silver, constitutional silver, and they wanted to sell that. So I absolutely marched into that local coin shop and said, plopped it right there on their counter and said, how much will you give me for this? I did know about the spot price, but back in 2008, 2009, it wasn't on my phone. It wasn't an app on my phone. I didn't have a smartphone back then. I had just a average flip phone back in 2008, 2009. It wasn't an app that was on my phone, but the spot price always is on the wall at my local coin shop. And this is the local coin shop that I go to this day. But prior to me walking into this coin shop, I wish I would have gone through each and every coin. I wish I would have known what the key dates were, what the absolute rarities might have been. I don't know if they had any absolute rarities in that coin collection, if they had any conditional rarities in that coin collection. I just knew that I had constitutional silver, some junk silver that they wanted to sell, and I wanted to know how much money, how much cash over spot price they were going to give me for it. Now, the other unfortunate thing is during that time, constitutional silver, junk silver, was selling near melt, if not under melt. And during this time, I remember that the spot price for silver was right around $12 to $14 per ounce spot price. Many things that I know today that I didn't know back then. So, in my opinion, before you ever consider walking into a local coin shop, however you decide that you would sell your silver, sell precious metals, sell a coin collection, whether that be walking into a local coin shop. I know a lot of people may not have local coin shops. It could be calling up one of the online bullion dealers. It could be, now this in my opinion is not the best way. I'm not saying it's totally out of the question. I'm not a big fan of selling anything to a pawn shop, but maybe that's your only, or one of your only options is possibly a pawn shop. But if it is, Know exactly what you have. Have the knowledge of everything that you have within that coin collection, within that silver stack, within that gold stack. Know what the value is of everything that you have or that you want to sell. Know what the spot price is whenever you're walking into wherever it is that you decide that you want to sell your precious metals, and make sure they're aware that you know what the spot price is. Know what the difference is between everything you have in your silver stack, gold stack, coin collection. Know the differences between junk silver, just your average circulation, average circulated, common date, constitutional silver versus the numismatic value. Know if you have any absolute rarities or conditional rarities in that coin collection. There are also plenty of privately minted rounds and bars that have a lot of collector's value to them, that sell for much more, that collectors would pay much more than what your very common privately minted or generic rounds and bars sell for over spot price. And no matter how you choose to sell or whom you choose to sell to, whether that be walking into a local coin shop, calling one of them online bullion dealers, or maybe selling peer to peer, or possibly even, I would not do this myself, but selling to a pawn shop, don't look or sound desperate. Don't be a target for somebody else to take advantage of you. Now, I'm not saying any of these sources would take advantage of you, but just don't let that be a possibility. Be willing to walk out of said coin shop maybe and let them know that, well, thanks for that offer, because after you already have done your research, you know what the spot price is, you know what everything is you have within that stack or that coin collection, you know that some items you may have has numismatic value, you know that some coins may be in better condition. Now, condition is going to be a matter of opinion. Your opinion versus their opinion. And know what the going average price is for a lot of the items that you're trying to sell. You can sort of get a decent idea from recently sold and completed eBay listings. And I'm not saying you're going to get exactly what you want. Go in there with the expectations that you're probably going to get less, but know the difference of getting a fair price, fair value, and getting fleeced. I thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I do hope you found this video informational and educational. Please, if you did, consider hitting that thumbs up button on the video. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in that comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.